Today we're gonna start this day with about 30 minutes of movement, just to get you alive and awake and refreshed and ready to absorb this day. So grab yourself a few things. A water bottle would be really great, a mat or someplace on your floor nearby that you can do some stretches on, and possibly a pillow if you'd like to have that handy to sit on for your low back. So within these movements, I really want you to just enjoy them, to enjoy starting the day with a little bit of movement, not take it too seriously, not take yourself too seriously. We just want to get the body moving and release and ready for today's stories. Okay, let's do this. We'll begin standing. So everybody up, here we go. All right, feet square under you. Soft knees, nice tall posture. Let's just take a good morning stretch to get started. Reach the arms overhead, big, huge inhale, and press the hands away nice and wide. Exhale, forward fold. And we're just gonna relax in this forward fold for a few breaths. Just hang out here, let the neck relax, let the shoulders relax. And just take some deep breaths. One more breath. And go ahead and carefully roll yourself upright to stand. Reach those arms up overhead again. Stretch tall, reach tall, and press the hands away from you. Nice, slow, deep forward fold all the way down. Fingertips brushing the floor. And just letting everything release. Take a few more breaths here. Just getting the oxygen to fill the body, wake it up. Let's go 2 more rounds of the same movement. Inhale to roll yourself up. Nice and slow, take your time, reach tall. And wide arms, forward fold. Relax your knees, relax your back, take a breath. And last time together, inhale, roll up. Big, nice, tall stretch. And fold. Couple breaths here. Feeling good. Okay, let's get into the hips just a little bit more. Like I said, don't take this too seriously. Just feel the stretches, make them feel good. We're gonna draw the hands up to the shins, take a flat back, and all we're trying to do here is feel that stretch in the back of the legs. Should feel nice, open chest. Stick out the tailbone. Oh, waking those legs up. Just fully getting into our bodies before we sit for a day of stories. Let's open up the hips with some reverse lunges. So we're gonna touch the fingertips down to the floor and just step one leg at a time back into a nice long lunge. So I'm gonna take my left leg back and we're just gonna make sure we're reaching it way back there, getting a nice long stance. I want this foot really far forward. This hip is what I'm trying to stretch out here. Take a breath. Nice long lunge position. And we'll lift the hips and step forward carefully back to the top of the mat. Lift your upper body and step the other leg back into that lunge. Take a second, wiggle around, get the hips to open up. Still breathing. At any point, if you need to make adjustments like setting the back knee down, feel free to do whatever adjustments feel better for you. Make it your own. Make the stretches feel good to you. Lift those hips and let's do it one more time on each leg. Step forward and then the other leg steps back. Nice long lunge. Lift that chest. Take a deep breath. Just letting those hips open. And the last time, lift the hips, step forward and the other leg back. Nice long lunge. All right, so with this long lunge line, we're gonna go ahead and set the back knee down, start working on the hamstrings. I want you as best you can to lift your chest here, open up your hips, lift and take a deep breath in, and then take a breath out as you slide the hips back, stretching out the back of this leg, lifting these toes. We're gonna pulse between those two movements at the rate of our breath. So we'll inhale to open chest, open hips, And exhale, slide back, stretching out that hamstring. 3 more times on this leg. It's nice and smooth. Take your time with the end of each movement, lingering in each stretch. And slide back into that lunged position. We're gonna step the left hand inside of that foot. So we're gonna take that foot just a little wider out to the outside, and you'll feel that stretch a little differently through your hips and through your inner thighs. Should feel good, hopefully. Let's work on opening up the chest and the upper back. So my left leg is forward. I'm gonna take my left hand behind my ear, behind my head, and on my inhale breath, we'll rotate up to open up that chest, and my exhale will relax out of it. Let's take that stretch 3 more times. Inhale to roll open. Exhale to relax. Open chest. And last time. Great. Okay, set that left hand back down. Wiggle your foot back into the center. We're gonna pick up the back knee and step back to the top of the mat so we can do it on the other side. Step the left leg back, so now our right leg is forward. We're in that low lunge position and we're gonna set the knee down. Inhale to lift the chest, repeating on this leg. Exhale to straighten out the right leg, feeling that hamstring and back of the leg stretch. Inhale forward, nice deep full breath. And exhale back. Hopefully everything's feeling a little looser. Starting to get a little more life in the body this morning. 2 more times. And then on this side, our upper back rotations. Step that foot out a little wider to the side. Fingertips behind the ear. Nice and strong through this hand and shoulder. Inhale to roll that chest open, twisting, opening, and exhale to relax. Feels so good to wake up that upper back, open up that chest. Let's take it one last time together. Nice big open chest. And relax, set the right hand down. And that foot wiggles into the center. We're gonna lift back up into our low lunge. And this time we'll step back to our first down dog. So both feet at the back of the mat, lift the hips nice and high, and down dog. Again, we're gonna be here for a few breaths and I just want you to enjoy this position. So nice big stretch through the hamstrings, through your back. Doesn't have to look a special way, doesn't have to look exactly like mine. Move around, take some deep breaths. Just getting everything to stretch out, nothing too fancy. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And we'll carefully slide forward to a plank position. Shoulders stack on top of the hands. Nice long line with the body, getting a little hotter, waking everything up. Keep that core tight. Go ahead and set the knees down. We did all those forward folds. We're gonna reverse it with a little bit of a back bend. So gently let the hips come forward and the chest open. Open and lift the chest. Strong through those hands and shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in to open up that chest. And slide backwards, your hips to your heels in child's pose. Just a little bit of refreshing break. Settle into a comfortable position. And just take a moment to pause. Listen to your breathing. Take some really gentle, deep breaths. Relax your neck. Just staying in that child's pose. And observing your body, how you're feeling, how you're doing. Just getting a little more aware. We want to absorb today. We want to live it to its fullest. So I want you to be really noticing and mindful of every moment and every little thing, how it's feeling, how you're doing. Let's take one more deep breath together in that child's pose. Just enjoy that slow breath. And we are going to kick this up just a little bit, creating a little bit more heat in the body. Let's tuck those toes under and take your time lifting your hips up to a down dog again. All right, move it around, get loose, wake up those legs, make sure the blood's flowing all the way through the body. And let's lift those heels and walk the feet forward to the top of the mat, right behind those hands. Forward fold one more time. Hopefully everything's feeling a little looser. All right, take those hands up to shins again. We did half lift a little while ago, stretching out those hamstrings, nice lifted chest. And we're gonna work on stretching out the outer hips now. So we're gonna set the right fingertips just right down in between the two big toes, and we'll bend the right knee a lot. We're gonna lift and straighten the left leg and also lift the left hand. So nice long line up this outer hip, feeling a good stretch on the outside of that leg. Love this stretch. And then we'll swap it out. Left hand's down to the floor, bending the left knee, straightening the right leg, open it up. And let's just move back and forth slowly, breathing deeply from side to side a couple more times. And last time. Good. And then we'll take a forward fold. Just feel those legs releasing. Feel the upper back relax. Okay, lift that chest. Let's step the right foot back to that low lunge again. Okay, so this time things are a little hotter, a little looser. I'm gonna keep my back knee elevated this time to create a little bit more strength and energy. You are more than welcome to set that back knee down, do whatever feels good. Otherwise, you can follow along with me and keep that leg up for a little bit more effort, a little bit more work. We're gonna draw the tummy in and take the arms up overhead, high lunge. All right, nice, big, strong, energizing pose. Hold this pose, take 3 nice deep breaths for me. Pull the belly in, pull those arms back, nice and open chest, strong legs. All right. And then join me in taking the hands behind the low back to open up that chest. Roll the shoulders back, nice open chest. There it is. And here we go, a lot of strength. We're gonna lean forward, taking our shoulders, just hovering above this front leg. Just hover. Quite a bit of strength here, you got this. Keep your belly in, keep your back leg strong. Hold for another breath. Nice and open. Looking good. Go ahead and release, hands to the floor, nice job. Okay, if you haven't already, we're all gonna touch that back knee down to the floor and head back into that hamstring stretch. So straightening out this leg, we're gonna hold this for a little bit and just let that leg actually relax and open up. So to begin, I want you to lift the chest. Feel your hip pulling back, kind of drive that heel into the floor to pull the leg back. That will really emphasize that stretch for you. Lift that chest a little more open for one more deep breath. And relax yourself, forward fold, just let it go. Let the head fall towards that leg. And just for a moment, enjoying that stretch, letting yourself melt into it. Just going back and forth between challenging ourselves and then resting and recovering. ahead and bend into that knee one more time so we're in that low lunge. Lift the back knee, step to the top of the mat in forward fold. One deep breath in forward fold here. Lift the chest, engage your core. Step the left leg back to that low lunge. All right, again, feel free to join me if you want, or set that back knee down. Keep the legs strong if you're with me. Keep the belly pulled in and reach those arms overhead. Here we go, nice 3 deep breaths. Hold that lunge. And with our last breath, can you sink a little deeper? Let those hips open up, looking good. Take the hands behind the low back, you got this. Nice open chest and shoulders, and lean forward, hover. Working that core, working that booty. Getting everything nice and hot. I am warm for sure, my goodness. Okay, we got this. One more breath here. And releasing the fingers to touchdown, releasing that back knee to touchdown. You did it. Extend that front leg, nice long hamstring. Keep that chest lifted with me for just a moment. Feel that leg lengthening, draw that right hip back. Doing good, and go ahead and recover. Relax that head forward to the leg. Just letting go. Continuing to take full deep breaths. Last breath, melt into it. All right, lift up out of that, bending that knee. Let's work on the inner thighs. Okay, so coming back to lifting that back knee off the floor, we're gonna rotate 90 degrees. So I'll be facing you, we'll be going long ways on the mat. So I'm just rotating, and then I wanna get you to adjust your feet with me. So they should be in fairly straight lines, pointed straight forward, and we're gonna just touch the hands down to the floor as best you can. If you're really tight this morning, coming up onto that pillow or a water bottle or something will help you out. Again, make those adjustments for yourself. Okay, so I want you to lift that tailbone, stick your booty up in the air, and then just slightly push into your toes as you relax that head forward into a wide leg forward fold. And just feel those inner thighs release. Might feel a little bit on the outside of the calves. And like I've been saying, feel free to make those adjustments if you need to go wider or narrower, move around in the knees. This is your time, your morning, your day. You can do with it what you want, make it your best. One more deep breath here. Lift that chest carefully, engaging your core. Fingertips stay on the floor for just a moment, and we're gonna switch the feet. So we're gonna take the toes out to the sides and the heels in, which will bend our knees. Bring the hands up to the thighs and just start to shift a little bit side to side, opening up those thighs, a little bit more of a deep stretch here. We're gonna open up the whole body with a big full twist. We'll drop right shoulder to the floor and push that right thigh open. And gently open up, lifting and twisting to the other side. Inhale up, exhale, press left hand into left thigh and drop left shoulder. Let's go a couple more times on each side. Inhale up, exhale, twist. This is one of our last deep stretches, so get the most out of it. We're almost there. Enjoy it. All right, good. Let's rotate back to the top of the mat in low lunge. And step forward to fold. Relax the head, take a few deep breaths. And just bend your knees all all the way till you take a seat on your mat. All right. Okay, so once we're down on the floor, congrats, you made it. Feel free to grab water if you're needing it or wanting it briefly. We're gonna keep the knees bent for now and just do one last chest opening stretch. So all you're gonna do is hands slightly behind you, lift that chest away from you and slightly bend the elbows back, just opening up that chest. Give me 2 nice deep breaths. Nice open chest, bending elbows. And relax all the way down to your mat. Awesome job. Okay, we're laying down. Best part of the day, right? Okay. So with the knees bent, I want you to take your feet nice and wide. And your hands can relax wherever's comfortable. I just want you to feel your back and your head and neck just relaxing momentarily into the mat. Just let them adjust to the floor. Let everything kind of sink. We're slowing things down now, so I just want you to enjoy the little bit calmer moment. Slow everything down. With those feet nice and wide, just slowly, we're gonna take the knees to one side and raise them back up. Inhale, exhale over to the other side. Inhale and exhale. Eyes can be opened or closed, just slowing things down. We're letting the hips and low back release here. And on this next one, let's leave the knees where they are and just stay there for a moment. Just let that low back stretch. And if that's feeling good and you'd like to take it further, although that's definitely not necessary, place one ankle on top of the other knee to deepen that stretch. If that doesn't feel good on your back or knee, don't worry about it. And I'm just gonna hold that light twist for the low back and legs and hips for a few breaths. Just unwinding. Just feeling relaxed and ready for the day. Let's release that ankle off of the knee. Slowly take the knees over to the other side. Just let those knees adjust and release. And just naturally open, let gravity do the work here. And you're welcome to test that ankle on that knee. Although the sides could totally be different, so it might feel good on this side and it didn't on the other, or vice versa, totally fine. Let that hip release. And relax that ankle off of that knee. We're going to transition into just a couple minutes of final relaxation and preparation for the morning. You are welcome to stay lying down. I'm going to come up to a seat and you're welcome to take a seat as well, whatever is comfortable to you. The next few moments should be completely relaxing and comfortable and enjoying. So wherever you're the most comfortable, get yourself adjusted and relaxed. And I want you to just take some more deep breaths. If your eyes aren't already closed, just close them with me now for a moment. We just want to be completely ready for all that today has to offer us. Let's just relax the tummy. Relax the low back. Feel your heart and your chest open. Feel your neck and your face muscles relax. We're just quieting down the mind so that we can be ready to absorb all of the knowledge and the wisdom that's coming to us today from all the different stories. And we want to open our hearts to the inspiration, the encouragement that we're about to receive. I just want you to think for a moment about how you'd like the end of this day to feel. What are you looking for? What are you needing from this day? Just get yourself ready to receive that. Get excited about what you're about to learn and how you're about to grow and be encouraged. And if you aren't already seated upright, take your time now to roll up to a seat so we can all finish together. All right, let's reach the arms up overhead together and a final good morning stretch. Reach those arms up. Big inhale. Let the hands relax into the lap and fold. Let all the air out. Okay, we are ready, you guys. Wiggle it out. Hope you're feeling good. Get some more water. We are about to begin.